We all know there's an advantage to being the home team, to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for personal injury cases involving automobile accidents and workers' compensation claims for over 90 years. At LGKG, over 10,000 clients have trusted us to represent them. We know how to present your case to a Western Pennsylvania jury. We know what makes them tick. We know how to win.
At MP Coney Island, it's all about the chili and has been for nearly 100 years since we opened in 1923. We helped put Newcastle on the map as the hot dog capital of the world. Visit our store, place an order for pickup at mpconeyisland.com, delivery with DoorDash, or find the grocery store near you with our chili locator on our website. Want to own your own MP Coney Island? Now you can with our franchise system. At MP Coney Island, it's all about the chili.
Thank you for joining us inside the castle. My name is Ashley LAPIER, and today I'm with Luong from Le Resto. Now, this is such an accomplishment here. First off, how old is the building you guys have here? Do you know?
Oh, it's a very interesting question. So this building here is definitely older than me.
Oh, so it's before your time, but it's a pretty gorgeous building. I mean, I think you and I have talked in the past kind of what was your inspiration. Would you share with our viewers what that was exactly as far as the design and what you felt you wanted to do with this space? Because this is not just a foodie place. This is an experience, right?
Yeah. So about this building, it was a bank before. So when you see deeper, you will see lots of walls and lots of small elements. It means that the city has invested a lot in this building. And you will see all the marble elements. And when I came in, I thought, with all the bank tellers, we have to do something interesting with it. How about a bar? That we returned from the bank teller, from there, the place where they do the transaction, we turn it to a bar. So, funny funny wise is previously they transact money there, and today we transact liquor.
Booze. Not a bad deal. Probably people leave that bar happier now than they did in the past.
Hopefully.
So let me ask you, I know that when you first opened, when was that? Was that in October? When did you guys open?
Yeah. Yes, we opened since October last year,
Okay.
2024.
And then when you opened, you guys didn't have a liquor license at that time. So at that time, people could BYOB, bring your own booze.
Yeah.
But now you guys, I believe, have that figured out, right?
Yeah. So right now, in the beginning, that was our only problem, that we can't sell liquor, and we are working from it every day. And right now we're working with the Union Craft Station for have a Pennsylvania liquor license, and finally since December we are allowed to sell liquor, to provide alcoholic drinks, and in our drinking menu we have beer, we have different kinds of cocktails and wine also. And one of our unique selling point is that we use only local liquors from all the distillery here from around.
So you're supporting local small business in doing that as well, which is really great, and I thank you very much, and I'm sure a lot of other local businesses thank you for doing such a thing. I've had a cocktail just recently here, and it was delicious, and the presentation was wonderful. In fact, I'd like to say that a majority of the presentations are all, the plated presentations are always well thought out, and it's very much like sushi, which is kind of one of the popular themes here. It's very artistic in the way that it's plated. So it's not just, hey, here's your food, enjoy. It's, here's what we've created for you, enjoy. And something about how whenever I eat it, it makes me feel good that, somebody's taken the time to really think out my meal and prepared it. So I know that from previous conversations, that's also been like something important to you, putting in positive energy. Tell us a little bit about that.
Ooh. So about, so just in simple, the rest, so our intentions are very simple. And it starts with a small phrase which my grandparents or my parents teach me since when I was a child. So they always told me, hey An, always remember, food is energy, and when you have great food, you have great energy. And always when you have great energy, you can create lots of great things. And I carry this since day one for Liresto, and that's why our main focus is always put a high effort or high standard in food quality wise and presentation wise, and do everything what we can to give our customers the best experience that we can give them in that moment. Yeah, and it means for me, the intention is, for all the team here, it doesn't matter how stressful the daily life is, you can always switch 3 to 5 hours for the customers and pay attention and be present for the customer, no matter what. Yeah.
That's really wonderful. And I know that the food quality is very important. In fact, with sushi, they have specific time frames that they last. Yeah. Tell us about like the turnover of food and how important that is here.
So, by fish is very important that we always have. Firstly, we have to find lots of methods to keep all the fish and seafood fresh, because if you bring out or if you purchase from a food supplier seafood, you have to be creative and sell the food within between maximum 3 days. 3 days or 2 days is the best to keep everything fresh. And when in that day or this time frame when we can't sell everything or when we can't cook them, we have to eat it by ourselves.
Oh, geez. So you're putting your guys
Yeah.
on the line here
Yeah.
whenever it comes to that. But I think, I know it's not just the sushi. I know that one of the things that you've mentioned is that the quality of the food is so important to you.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's very obvious. If you haven't had the chance of eating at La Resto, you must take an opportunity to get down here and enjoy it. And I know that you have a lot of other exciting ventures in your building. In fact, what's happening soon for your building?
Oh, about this building. So we are, especially right now, we are located in the heart of Newcastle, downtown Newcastle, and actually from every corner, everywhere you can walk to us. And that's why I always say that this place here has chosen me from first time. I never choose this place. And why I said this building or this spot has chosen me, because I saw the big potential, the big plan for a couple of years, how I can, our family can improve and give something back to the city, to Newcastle. And this project here is enough work for five years, and so there are lots of stages. I don't know how many, 5, 6, or maybe 7. And the first stage is the restaurant, and so we opened the restaurant already, but we have to, care about it and nurse it. Like I planted a seed already, and it grows to a tree.
Right.
Yeah, and tomorrow is the day that we will begin with our second stage. This is this project I called New Mercer Mini Mart.
Oh,
yeah,
wonderful.
with a drive-through.
It's a drive-through.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. So a drive-through in downtown Newcastle. And what type of food can people get through the drive-through?
Yeah, the drive-through. You will get there. So we always focus in balanced food, balanced product, and because we are Asian, we will have our Asian taste inside this, and we will have Asian. I call this chicken popcorn or chicken bites, and boba, different kind of boba with
Boba, nice.
with very beautiful colors, and so the concept is very simple: boba and chicken fries. And about the chicken, we have different kinds of palates or tastes to cater everybody's taste. So it doesn't matter if you like your chicken buttery, nutty, or spicy, sweet and spicy.
Nice.
We have more than 6 flavors for your chicken popcorn.
I do love me some chicken, and I've definitely enjoyed even the wings here that you guys have that you showed me last time I was here. I had to get that because it was delicious. The spices and the flavors that you've incorporated with the chicken are very unique and very flavorful, and they're very fresh, I could tell too. So I'm looking forward to seeing you open that. I'll probably be one of your first customers going through the drive-thru.
Thank you.
What else do you have cooking up in that space though?
So in that space we have.
And it's called the Mercer Mini Mart?
Yeah, the Mercer Mini Mart. So inside the Mini Mart we have lots of Asian snacks or Asian dry goods.
How cool.
So this is the point what differentiates us from another convenience stores, that we are specialized in Asian snacks. So normally in this area you can get this only in big cities, for example in Pittsburgh or somewhere else, and we work with lots of Japanese companies to get all the snacks and all the delicious sweets, and we have the different Asian beverages, which you only get them maybe from vacation when you are there in Japan or in a big city.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that as well. I know my roommate in boarding school was Korean, and she'd always bring home delicious little snacks. I think there's something called shrimp chips, and we would just snack on them all the time during study hall. I don't know. They were addictive, let me tell you folks. And I think, you know, having something truly unique to your restaurant, it's cohesive with the restaurant. You have your Asian fusion, and then you continue with the Mercer Mini Mart. It's called Mercer Mini Mart because it's off of Mercer Street. Again, very much centrally located in downtown Newcastle, walkable to pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice for people who live downtown, and I know there's quite a few people who are moving to the downtown area in apartments that will enjoy being able to walk down and get a snack.
Yeah.
Do you know at this point what your hours are going to be, or is your downtown customer going to determine that?
About the mini mart, our first plan is to open 7 days a week, and around from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
To 5 p.m. And later, when the customer base is expand, and we can always adjust it
to what is appropriate for them. Understandably so. And that is such a large space down there, and I got a nice opportunity to see what you have, and of course I made sure that the shrimp chips were there because of course I need my shrimp chips. But boba is something that is becoming very popular here in Newcastle. Can you tell us a little bit about the boba and what exactly that is for people who may not be familiar?
The boba is the origin from boba is from Taiwan, and then it's expand to the East Asian countries like Vietnam, China, and every country has their own style. But it's basically milk tea plus milk and flavorings. So, and how Asian? So the difference between Western culture, culinary culture, and Asian culinary culture is we eat with all the senses. What we have, like from optical taste, and sometimes like hearing it, and the texture also. Like when you eat, it has to be always something maybe crunchy inside it.
Yeah. So you really like to
right.
focus on all the senses.
Yeah.
With that.
And inside the boba, there's the mini pearls, or bubbles. The small pearls, and this is the point where you can have different textures in your drink, so it will never get bored.
That is so cool, and I'm really excited. So, with the boba, like, how often are you going to be serving that, or is it pretty much available every day?
So, our goal is to have this every day, to sell every day. Yeah.
Very cool. And are you going to be serving boba then in your restaurant, or is it strictly separated?
Yeah, we begin firstly in the mini mart first, and then I want to see how the demand is from the customer, and then there's always the opportunity to expand more.
I love that. Hopefully to the bar. Anyway. So, I mean, this is such a beautiful area. Where are you guys originally from?
So originally, I'm from Vietnam. I'm Vietnamese, and so everything starts in Vietnam, and then when we grow up, we, from the generation from my parents, like my auntie, we decide to move out from Vietnam to the outside, to the west, and then we begin in Europe.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
where in Europe?
So the starting point is Czech Republic.
Oh my goodness.
Czech Republic is, my parents met there, and I was born there also.
Oh wow, okay, very nice.
Yeah, and then from Czech Republic, we try to see another opportunities, and we decide to move, the part of my family, we decide to move to Germany to have maybe a better education.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where in Germany?
In East Germany. It is in the city called Eisenhüttenstadt, and is only 30 minutes from Poland far away, and 2 hours from Berlin, the capital of Germany.
Now, is that where you guys had started your first restaurant?
In Eisenhüttenstadt, yes.
Okay. What type of food was there? Was it Asian fusion again?
Yeah, it was Asian fusion, and so we have the concept is nearly the same. I think 60%.
Okay.
Because the customer base in Germany or the audience in America is totally different. Yeah, and so in Germany we have like kitchen food also with sushi and a bar, and here we have the same but a different style. Yeah, and
how is it different? Can you describe that? How it's different as far as the style from Germany to American plating? Is it the plating? Is it?
This very funny because like cooking or restaurant is like handwriting. Everybody has a different handwriting.
Yes.
Signage, and the difference is in Germany that was leaked from my parents, and here from me with my own touch.
Yes, I got you. Okay, very nice.
And then here inside the restaurant, I'm the like, how you say that, the Apple 16, real Apple 16, and my
yes.
parents Apple 4 or something.
Got you, understandably so.
And then so I sat down and I wrote down all the things all the good things for my parents, and which kind of area I can improve more or bring more innovation inside the cuisine. Yeah, like maybe because maybe I can be more brave and be more authentic than my parents, because the food what we have in Germany is everything tastes great.
Yes.
The thing is we modified a lot of things to cater the Germany base.
So their taste, expectations, and you adjust what you can to make sure it attracts that audience.
Yeah.
Same with America, I'm sure. There's certain things that we have expectations of that Germany does not. So I understand that entirely. I want to ask you too, I mean, how long have you been now in the U.S.? Because you guys, not your whole family, or your whole family moved from Germany to Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Is that where you guys moved to?
So exactly, in a part of our family, from my mother's side, from Massachusetts, and we came. So me personally, I'm here since 1 year. So 1 year. Was already more than 1 year. Wow.
Time flies, especially when you're this busy.
And this project, this building, we have it since the COVID time.
Yeah, you've had this as a goal for a while now.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, during COVID, were you living in this area at all?
So during COVID, I was mostly in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we have here a lot of tenants, but because of the problematic between COVID, with all the home offices and the pandemic, they have to leave the place, and there in downtown Newcastle, even my auntie saw that the not the development, the change, that it goes down and no more action between inside the Newcastle downtown. And that was problematic for us, because when there's nobody who can care about this building, then it's like when you have a tree and nobody care about it will be more yellow and go badly.
Right.
Yeah.
And then luckily, once it was over and you could come back and spend more time here, you've really made this a very welcoming space.
Yeah.
Since you've been in Newcastle, tell me a little bit more about what you like to do for fun. I know that you're always here, but I'm curious about you as an individual. What do you do for fun around here? Do you go hiking, or tell me a little bit about that?
So mostly I take a walk in the Cascade Park.
Okay.
I call this free time activities are very limited or small.
Right.
And mostly I spend my time in the Cascade Park or at the
Okay.
YMCA
Okay.
in the morning always, and at 5 or 6 a.m.
Jeez.
Yeah, and one of my favorite activity is to spend time at Walmart.
At Walmart. So far, that's the favorite thing
Yeah.
in this area. I got you. There's a lot of beauty in Cascade Park too, though.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you've made your way there. Have you done any fishing or
No,
anything
not yet.
like that?
Yeah.
Would you like to learn how to do that?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I would like to learn to do that. I'm very excited also for new activities or to learn more about this community, what we can do. Yeah, because I know that I only scratched like a small percentage from this area.
You're just touching the surface with
Yeah.
it, and you're ready to really dive in and invest your time here, and that's really wonderful. Are there any other restaurants in the area that you like to frequent when you're not working?
So, especially I want to visit or to go to Abhan's restaurant, Abdu's restaurant.
Alhams,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
okay.
Alhams,
So Middle
Distillery.
Eastern food?
Yeah, I love Middle Eastern food because I like proteins.
Okay, yes, I love protein too. So what do you usually get when you're there?
So I'm planning to go there to visit Abdu. So since we opened the restaurant, of course we have less free time to go there. But when the business is more smoothly, I'm definitely planning to go there more often.
Good. Well, let me ask you too, when you lived in Germany or Philadelphia for that matter, what kind of things did you enjoy doing on your time off from work? I mean, I can already tell obviously working out is important to you because you make that a regular occurrence at the Y here.
Yeah.
But what about like what other hobbies did you have?
Yeah. So hobbies, I'm very interested into aquaristic, like fish.
Okay.
Having
Okay.
fish. Yeah, it was when I was 20, 21. I raised a lot of fish, especially koi fish.
Okay.
Like big ones.
Yes, I've actually been to a koi farm. So they're very pricey fish, but they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So you raised those?
Yeah.
Was that hard?
It's very detailed, like how you have to understand the water and the fish. You look at the color, how bright are they, how they feel, and then to change the filter to understand the bacteria inside the filter, those kind. And I like to be connected to the nature, and yeah, this is the reason also why I want to do something which is like here in the real world, like doing something in the food business, to work with people, to grow plants, to
incorporate them in your meals too.
Yeah.
You showed me you're growing some peppermint or mint
Yeah.
downstairs,
Yeah.
and I think that's great because you're utilizing that as another item in your food prep, right?
Yeah.
That is so neat, and it's very nice to see whenever people can utilize their other hobbies in what they're passionate about. So, fish, I don't know that I want to eat koi anytime soon, but so tell me, what is your favorite thing on your menu? I know that's a loaded question, but if you had to choose only one thing that you could eat every day off your menu, what would it be?
Especially the surf and turf.
The surf and turf? Yeah. I've had the surf and turf. So that's a sushi roll. Tell us what's in that surf and turf and how it's prepped.
So mostly when people think about sushi, they think about raw fish. Of course, like the tradition, the Japanese cuisine or about sushi, you eat this with seafood and fish. And in this area, I learned one thing. That the most people don't know about sushi yet. The audience, 80%, and it was like a challenge for me, or a problem. So, and no matter where I am, I always find a solution for it. How can I solve this problem? My customer don't know about fish, but I sell items with fish.
Right. How do you get them comfortable with
Yeah.
that?
How do I introduce them? Maybe I start, and then I always thinking about what kind of items do I have inside the kitchen, also inside. So the food variety what I have right now, and there was beef. So we use premium cuts of beef, and there was shrimp, and I thought maybe it's a good introduction or game changer for the customer would be cooked sushi, and we use like common ingredients for the customer, like beef. Everybody in America like beef.
Yeah.
And shrimp. That's why inside the surf and turf we roll it with shrimp and avocado and cucumber, and outside we top it with beef layers, and we torch it. Then we have more the barbecue feeling, and with 3 types of sauces. Yeah.
Well, I know I've had it, and it's amazing to watch you make it, but the food itself is so good. In fact, how you torch it makes it taste smoky.
Yeah.
Whenever you as a customer come in and you try it, it is excellent. And I would totally understand your response then for that. What would you say is probably your most popular beverage here?
The most popular so there are very many beverages here in the restaurant, but mostly we have the Vietnamese refreshers in different flavors. We have a Hanoi style, like how we drink a Hanoi lemon tea in Vietnam, and we have the drinks in different fruit tastes, like mango, peach, or lychee drink. And for the adults, this is for the non-alcoholic drinks. But for the adults, we can put some booze inside it.
I like that. Absolutely.
Yeah, and mostly, so the concept is always everywhere the same. In sushi, in the kitchen, and the bar also, that we use fresh ingredients. And so we listen to Mother of Nature, and we use what she gives to us.
So you might have a seasonal menu, is what I'm hearing from that.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. Now I know you have some pretty big events happening here in the future too. We have some holidays coming up. So what can our audience maybe expect for the holidays this year?
So for this year we have very big plans, big plans about for the holiday or for all the season. So the next project or the next holiday will be Mother's Day, and we are thinking about to have a big promotion and discount or a big package what we can give back to all the mothers.
Oh, I love that. That'll be really nice. Yeah. Now, would you encourage people to RSVP to that, or do they just show up to that?
Just show up, or we will, about the program or about the details, we will
post it online?
Post it online on Facebook.
What is your website? Let people know exactly where they need to go to find out.
Yeah, our website is lirestonewcastle.com, and our Facebook is Liresto.
Liresto.
Yeah.
Now, if you haven't been to either of those, definitely check it out, because your mouth will water because everything looks exceptional. I want to thank you for allowing us some time in here today into your...
A career dedicated to serving our community. A prosecutor who fights to protect our children and our community from violent criminals. An experienced trial attorney who knows the inside of a courtroom more than the inside of an office. Jonathan Miller has the right kind of experience to serve as common pleas judge for Lawrence County. On Tuesday, May 20th, vote Jonathan Miller for Lawrence County Judge.
So we're in the Mercer Mini Mart right now, and I see here you've got a lot already on your shelves here. So our audience is definitely going to have a hard time deciding on some snacks. What is your favorite thing here?
My favorite is definitely the Coba chocolate.
Coba chocolate? Now, is it dark chocolate?
It's dark chocolate and a little more bitter.
Okay, and so it's on pretzel sticks, is that right?
Yeah.
That sounds really good. Do you want to try one of those, or is there something else you want to try?
I want to try those.
Okay, let's try those.
Yeah, like how in our previous speech, to combine lots of senses together, the crunch
Yeah,
and the melt from the chocolate.
I love it. And each one of these are separately packaged, so you don't have to worry about wasting anything. And there's 2 in each of these. That's really nice. They look so good. So is the chocolate covered? Is that what it is, or is it inside? It looks like it's inside. This is a good snack. And the chocolate's on the inside, so you don't get your hands dirty, which is kind of nice. And like you said, there's the crunch, but there's that cocoa flavor, which is really nice. It's not overpowering. This is the milk chocolate way. I like that. It's real good. And then I also see here that you have some drinks on display. Some of them are flavored. Some of them we're used to at the regular convenience store, but we have a couple here that are Asian related. So, how do you say that? Ramune?
Yes. Ramune.
Ramune?
Yeah. This ramune, and because of this one, you see the E?
Okay. The E, the slanted E makes it A?
Yeah.
I like that, okay. So, and I have a French last name. I think I should know this kind of stuff, right? Well, to open this, because I'm surprised I actually know how to do this, just because my brother used to drink these all the time.
You have to teach me this.
Yeah. So you take off the plastic. Whoop. You don't want the other piece of plastic to fall off. Put that to the side here. And this is where you gotta kind of be creative. You wanna push this part from the, there you go, very good. We discard this other part. And then the small tip that looks like a T is you put the piece through and then you push down, up. And there you go, it fizzes, and then there you go.
It's so funny.
Yeah, there you go, that's how you drink it.
Cheers.
Cheers. So I have the strawberry, which you have the natural flavor.
Yeah.
What's the natural flavor taste like? Is it blueberry?
No, it's more citrusy.
Citrusy, like a lemon almost?
Yeah. It's definitely natural.
And so it tastes very natural, and it's carbonated, and I always love these bottles just because it's just unique. It's very different. And then you're gonna have boba in here as well, right?
Yeah.
And then I have to get this just so people can see. People, this is the shrimp chips that I was talking about. We used to eat these all the time. And this one looks like it's a chili lime flavored. So at one point, I'm gonna have to come back and get these. Now, you also have a fast food drive-through here, don't you?
Yes, I have.
Tell us a little bit again about what you're gonna be serving out of there.
So we will have here a very simple chicken, balanced chicken meal combo, and we call this chicken bites with the different flavors. Butter flavor, nut flavor, sweet and sour flavor, and you will find it everything on our website. So with the chicken combo, this inside we include the chicken bites, the protein, the salad, and the choice of fries, French fries, or rice. Yeah,
That's a very balanced
whole
meal.
meal.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
And that's definitely going to be filling for anybody who comes through that drive-through. That's so awesome that we are now going to have a drive-through in downtown Newcastle. Can people come in and order it in your mart as well?
Yes.
So you don't have to do the drive-through if you don't want to. If you just want to get a quick lunch to take to your office downtown.
You can walk through here,
Yeah.
order through here, or you can, what we want to create also is the website. you can pre-order it and just come here for pickup.
That's going to be so great for people who need to save time. I know there's quite a few businesses downtown that are starting to open up again that are going to love having something so convenient that they can go log online and just walk and come back. That way you're getting a couple of steps in, and then you're getting your food as well, as opposed to just driving everywhere downtown. So that's really, really nice. What inspired you to open this space?
Firstly, the love for Newcastle, downtown Newcastle, and secondly, I wanted to give some. I always say that I want to always give something back to the community, and I see there's no reason to having fun, only for having fun to drive outside of Newcastle, like spending 1 hour to driving to Pittsburgh, to another big cities, when we have a big diamond here in between of downtown, like our place. And this is the motivation and obvious, and yeah, we have the small bonus that we are from Asia, and we know that we can put always everywhere our touch inside.
And I just love your space. I've already mentioned about the googly eyes who are always watching us everywhere. And when you come to this space, you'll see a couple googly eyes. You'll see quite a few boba options to choose from. You can get some food here. I personally think it's going to be great for our local community to be able to just walk down to this space and see it. And if they haven't had the opportunity to try your food yet, they get the chance to with this fast food option, and that's going to be excellent. The price point will probably be even more attainable for those people as well, so that's going to be really, really good. What do you want for this space? I mean, you have a lot of great Asian options here. I hope you stay with the Asian theme for the food because it's really unique. Are you going to have more of any type of flavor or a focus on anything in particular, or is it just going to be snacks?
So beside of snacks, we will have some products or produce, like the basics produced in the convenience store to cover it. So you don't just come here for Asian snacks. If you need something small, we will have it also. And
so like eggs, maybe?
Not really eggs, dry goods.
Dry goods, okay, so like rice, ramen. I saw a huge list of ramen back there. Yeah. So if you're a ramen fan, you got a new place to go to try it out. There's lots of flavors.
Yeah, and maybe drinks or water, just water, or the basics from the convenience store.
Well, this is going to be really great, and I congratulate you on your new venture. I'm very excited. When is opening day for this space?
Yeah, so the opening day for this place is tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, so quick! This is exciting! That's great!
The 4th of April, and yeah, we just jump into the cold water and we see what happens.
Are you going to do a ribbon cutting?
Yes.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Congratulations. See, and you can put the little lid on if you don't want. Congratulations on it. Thank you for investing in Newcastle. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
The bulb stops you from drinking all of it, you know. You said self-control. Yeah, it does it for me. I think we're good there. What do you think?
Yeah.
We all know there's an advantage to playing at home, to being the home team. At LGKG, we've been your home team personal injury attorneys for auto accident and workers' compensation cases for over 90 years. We know what works and how to win. We have all the credentials. At LGKG, we don't take every case. We handpick our clients so that we can give you the attention you deserve.
You've taken a big chunk out of investing in Newcastle, investing in this building, investing in the spaces. What keeps you going?
Wow. So for me, for every young business, we have very big challenges, and every challenge is very unpredictable, and you will see it every day. And the point why we don't quit is, or we always moving forward, is that we are still new and we have to build our name, our reputation. Firstly, this, and I mentioned you already that I'm very proud that the place and the community has chosen me as the right person, that I do everything in my hand to do the right job, the right produce, to serve the right produce for the customer, to give them back. And you mentioned about my free time activities here, and I told you a couple, and in every time, in every frequency that I connect to people, to talk to people, like mostly to you or other people from Walmart and Cascade Park, and I'm very thankful for the friendliness that you always open your arms and welcome me here. And this is one of the big part what I want to give back to this community, because I love the place here and the people here, and I definitely see it always that here in this downtown is missing something, like missing some action, missing a place to to connect each other, to eat and to enjoy the present, because time flies too fast. And this is what the points what keep us always improving every day, all our team. And this is the core message, the core intentions behind Li Resto. Why we always moving forward, and still in the first beginning quarters, that we are still not empty, but not enough customers, and we're still here and do our homeworks right to improve. And I wish that after this podcast, the customer base will more welcome to visit us, to enjoy the experience here at Li Resto.
And you know what? I have no doubt that you're going to see more people come here over time, because you are very much welcome as a family operation here. I mean, this is very unique to our area, and the food is quality and the people are quality, and we are so glad to welcome you to our community on. So thank you for investing in Newcastle, investing in Lawrence County, and being a part of our community and driving some new excitement to our area. So if you are watching this, which I hope you will, come out and give business to Li Resto, to the new Mercer Mini Mart. There is so much to be proud about in our downtown area, and so much to be proud about bringing people like on here to our community. So I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for spending time with us today on the podcast. I had such a great opportunity interviewing you, and I thank you for your time. But we hope that you'll come and join us for Li Resto in the near future.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. And wow, I got a little bit emotional.
I know, but I loved it. It was wonderful, because we care so much about you and we want you to succeed. And as a community, we need to do everything to build each other up. When you invest in us, we're going to invest right back into you, and that's how it should be. So my heart's happy to have you here.
Thank you very much, Ashley.
Thank you. You guys have a great day.